Atlantic Immigration Pilot, AIP, Program Step-by-Step Process. Find a job offer from an employer in the Atlantic provinces. You must first secure a valid job offer from an employer in one of the participating provinces: New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, or Newfoundland and Labrador. The job offer must be for a full-time, permanent position and meet the program's requirements, including wage levels and occupation classification. Employer designation. Once you have a job offer, your employer must apply for designation under the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. This involves the employer submitting an application to the relevant provincial government office to become designated as an eligible employer under the AIP program. Job offer endorsement. If your employer's application for designation is approved, they will receive an endorsement letter from the provincial government. This endorsement letter is a requirement for your immigration application. Gather required documents. You will need to gather all the necessary documents for your immigration application, including but not limited to passport, language test results, English or French, education credentials assessment, work experience documentation, police clearance certificates, and proof of funds. Submit immigration application. Once you have a valid job offer and endorsement from your employer, you can submit your immigration application to the federal government. You will need to choose one of the 3 streams under the AIP program: Atlantic High Skilled Program, Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Program, or Atlantic International Graduate Program, that matches your qualifications. Wait for application processing. After submitting your application, you will need to wait for it to be processed by the relevant immigration authorities. Processing times can vary, and it's important to check the most up-to-date information on the government website. Medical examination and biometrics. If required, you may need to undergo a medical examination and provide biometric information, fingerprints and photo, as part of the immigration process. Decision on application. Once your application is reviewed, you will receive a decision on your immigration application, which could be an approval, request for additional documents or information, or refusal. Obtain confirmation of permanent residence, COPR. If your application is approved, you will receive a confirmation of permanent residence, COPR, document, which confirms your permanent resident status in Canada. Travel to Canada and obtain PR card. Once you have your COPR, you can travel to Canada, and upon arrival, you will need to show your COPR to the immigration officer. You will then receive a permanent resident visa counterfoil on your passport, and later, you will need to apply for a permanent resident card, PR card, as an official proof of your status as a permanent resident in Canada. It's important to note that the above steps are a general overview of the process and may vary depending on your individual circumstances and the most up-to-date requirements of the AIP program at the time of your application. It's highly recommended to refer to the official government websites and seek professional advice from a qualified immigration lawyer or consultant to ensure you understand and follow the correct process for your specific situation. Thanks for watching.